Hello and welcome back to another episode of Factorio, where last time we were doing some automating and assembly and stuff. I have a better idea for a buffer here, but I don't really want to redo this right now. We literally just spent like
5,000 episodes.
Yeah, we spent like 3 episodes doing this, messing with this buffer. So I don't want to do that. So let's not.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So let's continue on with what we were doing. I am going to work on bringing this steel through. Yeah, I'm going to work on bringing the steel line through then. And I think what was the next thing we were going to set up? Was it light poles? It was probably light poles, right?
Yeah, light poles.
That's because... electric poles.
Yep, electric poles. Speaking of, I was cleaning up electric poles. Is that... No, that is not connected to anything. Nope. I may have... Well, that's not going to produce any petroleum gas anyway, so we can not have power to it.
Yeah, I mean, we got to move. That's like the next thing, basically, is the oil.
Yeah, that's definitely the next thing we need to work on is oil production. Our supply belt of steel is actually running kind of slow.
I mean, it's gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna. There's some things we can do to fix that, like just ramp up the steel production even more than we already are. But
yeah,
and I'm sure we will have to at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Is that wrong? Oh, that's backwards. That's backwards. How did that get backwards? There we go. Something like that. All right. That should bring the steel through. I'm just going to go back and hook it up. Make sure everything's working right. All right. There we go. Steel's moving through.
I'm trying that. Yep.
What's wrong?
There we go. I'm trying that one little trick that we saw in that that I saw in that on that wiki.
Uh-huh.
I just tried that here on the belt. You see how this arm right here on the steel line is able to sneak stuff in and it actually just emptied itself because I added one.
Where?
So right,
where
see
where
I'm
the
standing?
hell are you at?
Right here. See where I'm standing?
Right there. There you are. Yeah.
So I added one little red belt there, right underneath that arm, and it just emptied itself by being able to fill the gap. So actually, I wonder if we were to like alternate it, like let's say
I don't know. We've got red belts now. I'm thinking we should just like switch all this stuff out for red belts, anyways.
Yeah, actually, that seems to be working to some extent, at least.
There we go. Switched out. The steel is all on a red belt at the moment.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because it's like we had to run all that anyway, so it's like I might as well run red belts.
Yeah, are we producing red belt now?
We are, yeah. That's what we did last
Nope.
time.
That's right. I knew that.
Yeah. So yeah, we should be all right. I mean, obviously the steel's input is not red belt, so that won't quite keep up in the way that we would probably like it to. Not that the actual like production of steel is keeping up in that way, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's set up some production. All the freaking way down here. All right, so
all the way down here. Hey, we were gonna. That's right. Okay, so the red belt is down here. We need to bring
copper and steel.
Weren't we gonna mix the copper and steel together? This is for producing.
This is just light poles. That's it.
Yeah, light poles.
That's all we're on is light poles
or electric poles.
Yeah, electric poles. It doesn't really...
So yeah, we just need to...
Yeah, I mean, we can put the copper and the steel on the same belt. It doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't really matter. I thought we were doing something a little bit more complicated, but
nope.
We're not really.
We are not. We might as well put them on the same belt, right? It doesn't.
Yeah, this is for compacting space.
Yeah.
Dump some of my... Where are we producing the red belt at? Why don't I see the red belt line? It's a little bit further back this way, that's why. We're not outputting into a chest. I wanted to dump some of the oh, there we go. I wanted to dump some of the normal belt into the red belt, for the red belt to use, but I was able to get rid of a stack, swap it out for the amount that was in there. All right, I've got... Let's grab some factories out of the factory.
Yeah, that one might be a little bit... Oh, you took the advanced factories?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't... Okay. We only need regular factories.
Yeah, but aren't the advanced factories faster?
I don't actually think they're faster.
I thought...
They can be upgraded, but I don't think they're actually... They might be a little bit faster, but it doesn't, actually matter.
25%.
Okay. It still doesn't... It doesn't matter, because it's not like...
Yeah.
We're never going to use more than we're going to have, basically.
I'll put them back. I'll grab the regular ones.
Well, I mean, there aren't any regular ones at the moment. Why aren't there any regular ones? Probably because
they're not getting us up. Because
the splitters haven't backed up yet. That's right. So we'll just use those. It's fine.
Yep. How many do we want? 1, 2,
just
5?
One. We just need 2 because we'll just make one making medium and one making the large ones. You might want to move them or spread them out because we're going to need to. We were going to output into a chest. Well, I guess we can output it into a chest to the right. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that was.
But this is going to bug me if I don't line this up with this other one.
No, yeah, I didn't see that. That would have bothered me too.
And we'll just do that. And then they can just output into 2 different chests. Do I have chests? I have an iron chest. I don't really want to use iron chests, though, because they cannot be upgraded into provider chests later. Okay, that's making that. That's making that.
Yeah, we'll just give them electricity.
There we go.
Okay.
Should probably limit that down a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, that was that. That was easy enough.
Easy.
Let's see, what do we got here for more logistics slots? Logistics trash slots. That seems new. Lab efficiency. Advanced oil processing. That seems like something we probably want. All right. So, what's next?
That is a good question. We can redo the oil production.
Yeah, we should probably do that. I would think.
Mm-hmm. Especially, yeah, we'll probably need that next.
Well, yeah, because we want to set up red circuits, right?
Yes, we're gonna need to set up red circuits.
Well, I mean, I guess. Well, we want to set up the blue science. We want to set up the blue science and have the ability to do red circuits because we're going to do red circuits where we need them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so the question is, where are we going to do this at?
I would say at the closest to the right as we could.
What do you mean, the closest to the right as we could?
Well, let's see here. Like our assembly.
Well, like all of this stuff was just like temporary stuff, so it can all be picked up and
so
moved.
actually, let's start it out just to the left of the buffer, because our buffer starts, and then we have all this crap here. Or how about? Oh no, we got all this stuff right here too.
Well, here's the thing.
Like all this area is pretty much like unofficial space.
Yeah,
right here.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, this coal could go away. We're mining coal elsewhere. We could just not mine this coal and bring the coal in from the train line. Because I would like to work towards. I think what we need to work towards here is setting up a permanent solar panel production and a permanent accumulator production, so we can just start slapping tons of that stuff down. I mean, obviously, we need the oil setup to do the accumulators. We don't necessarily for the solar panels, since we have steel going already.
Yeah, let's see. Let's look at our power usage here. I mean, let's see.
I mean, we're all right for the moment.
Oh yeah, entirely. I'm just looking at how much. I mean, that's our solar panel. Oh, it's switched. So like our coal at peak looks like it produces about 13 megawatts.
Well, that's what it's producing right now.
Is that what it's producing right now? Okay.
Yeah, if you look at the top, if you look at the top, okay, so like right there, it went dark and now it jumped.
Yeah.
Well, actually, what just happened?
Well, the sun set and we're using accumulators now. We're burning some electricity off of our accumulators.
Yeah, I see that. Oh, okay. So our maximum...
It's dark outside. That's why.
Well, yeah, no, I'm just confused as to whether we're using more power than we're producing now. I don't know.
No.
I won't know until the accumulator capacity runs out.
Yeah, we're not even... Well, I mean, we're not using the solar panels right now. But no, we're not, because our
Well,
our
the two bars
yeah.
should never be full. Like, the
Well,
production
yeah.
bar should always be...
Yeah, but that's because we're using the accumulators.
Right. But that'll give us a good idea of how close we are. Yeah, it looks like our max out of the production, out of the steam engines, is 15.2. Actually, the sun must be coming back up because the solar panels are producing something again.
Yeah. I mean, I think... Okay, here, our accumulators are about to run out.
Actually, we are using more power than we're producing.
Oh, yeah, right now we are, yeah.
Would you look at that?
I can slap down some more solar panels in our solar panel field.
I mean, we can, but
Uh,
like if we're running out, we're gonna be running out no matter what. Like the solar panels aren't gonna matter because it's accumulators that we need, not solar panels.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I would actually say maybe we just start at the edge of this coal if we're gonna build it in here.
Yeah.
Unless we just build it somewhere else. But
I think in terms of our best use of space, the coal is probably the best.
Yeah, I mean, I would think so. Yeah,
because we're gonna need. We're gonna need the refineries.
Well, my thought was that we're only going to handle the refining and like the storage down here, and then because like all this other stuff needs, so like to make the sulfur you need iron.
Yeah. And we just pipe it to the right.
So we can just pipe the stuff like what we're gonna need to the right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Well, let's move all this junk that's just in the way then that we're not actually using. We can find a new setup for the. I just filled my. Can you grab some stone here?
Sure. There we go.
Okay, so let's find somewhere else to put this.
I only picked up 1 unit of stone.
Yeah, I know. My inventory filled entirely.
Well, here's a cache of stone.
Yeah, we can probably put it here, I would think.
Yeah.
So
here, I'll slap down the chest if you slap down the miner.
Yeah, I was looking for it in my inventory. Right there should be powered.
And chest. And please deposit all your stone in there.
There we go. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, we gotta pick all this stuff up.
If we pull, yeah, that will cut. That's a load-bearing power line right there, so don't pick those up. The smaller ones you can.
Well, I mean, we can move them,
but the big giant ones you can't. What?
Well, we can move them, too.
Well, yeah, we can move them, too, but we will cut power to a large chunk of our facility if we do. There's nothing in that steel chest. I will pick that up. And then are these? Yeah, these are refineries. Oil refinery, aka CGA Wizard.
Oh, like items are named after like backers, like randomly named.
I gotcha. So I'm gonna pick the refineries up. I just have 2 oil refineries in my pocket.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, I think we can bypass this one now. Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna pick up these storage containers.
Okay.
Bloop. Bloop. Where's my beverage from lunch/dinner? There it is.